this is the DNA replication process. So over here we have the double-stranded DNA, all still correct from before cell division. And then right before cell division, this happens. And this all is going to be the replication bubble. And then these are going to be the origins of replication right down the middle. These are going to be your primase, which they create the initial primer free 3 OH base, and then that is then for the leading strand, that is going to be continued on by DNA polymerase 3, and same vice versa for below. However, for the lagging strand, because it's backwards and it starts with 5, not 3, it needs a primer, and the primer starts it off with Okazaki fragment segments, and these are continued on by DNA polymerase 3. The primer again creates Okazaki fragments, continued by polymerase, and then in the leading strand, DNA polymerase 1 comes in and fixes all the connections and anything else. And in the lagging strand, ligase comes in and fixes all those connections between the Okazaki fragment segments and the RNA that DNA polymerase 3 created. And DNA polymerase 1 turns everything into the correct DNA from RNA. These over here, I cannot remember the name. I know it's not telosamere. It's like topoisomerase. I'm so sorry, I cannot do it. But this one keeps it, or like is kind of like the sewer, and it'll go ahead of the helicase where it's going to break, and it'll kind of nick fragments or like segments of DNA and then put them back together so they're not winding too tight. This will be the single protein binder, I believe. But that is going to keep it from rewinding back after it's opened up, and that's the helicase, which opens everything up. So